You look like a cleaning lady who wandered into the wrong $1 million mansion. Take off that hideous thrift store dress immediately. My husband's mistress Lisa screamed across our formal dining room table, her perfectly manicured red nail pointing directly at my simple navy cotton dress, while all 12 of our closest professional friends froze mid-bite with forks hovering above their seared scallops. She deliberately grabbed my crystal wine glass filled with expensive Napa Valley Cabernet and tipped it sideways with a theatrical flourish, sending dark red Merlot splashing across my lap, soaking through to my thighs and dripping onto the hand-knotted $18,000 Persian rug beneath our mahogany table as shocked gasps mixed with nervous laughter from 4 women at the table. My trembling hands clutched a crisp linen napkin, desperately dabbing at the growing stain while feeling every single pair of eyes burning holes through my chest as my cheeks ignited hotter than the glittering chandelier overhead. My name is Rachel Bennett, married to David Bennett for 12 long years, and every month we host elaborate dinner parties at our 7-bedroom colonial mansion in exclusive Maplewood estates for the same circle of corporate executives and their designer-clad spouses who pretend to be my friends. The very first time Lisa deliberately humiliated me happened exactly 3 months earlier during our traditional Friday game night when everyone arrived carrying $80 bottles of Pinot Noir from Napa Valley vineyards. Only cheap desperate housewives buy boxed wine from Walmart. Rachel, guess which sad category you belong in tonight, she announced loudly enough for the entire great room to hear while triumphantly holding up my $12 grocery store bottle for universal inspection and mockery. Mark and Jenna exchanged nervous glances over their wine glasses while David scrolled Instagram pretending complete ignorance as I stood frozen holding the corkscrew with white knuckles. Just 2 months later, during our annual 4th of July barbecue with professional smoke curling upward from the $15,000 built-in grill, Lisa escalated her cruelty right in front of 30 neighbors gathered on our professionally landscaped acre of backyard paradise. Some so-called wives know how to actually cook gourmet meals while others just burn Dollar Tree hot dogs wearing stained pajamas all day long, she declared triumphantly while snatching my flour-dusted apron and waving it like a battle flag in front of laughing guests. Sarah tried whispering discreetly that I actually owned Rachel's catering company generating $2.3 million annual revenue, but Lisa talked directly over her while expertly flipping Wagyu burgers for all the real VIP guests only. I remember carrying stacks of dirty paper plates alone to the kitchen while their sophisticated laughter echoed off my travertine pool deck. Last Christmas Eve marked her most vicious calculated attack yet, with 1,000 fairy lights twinkling magically above our 20-foot noble fir dominating the living room. Rachel's so-called gifts always look like they crawled out of the clearance bin at Family Dollar. Honestly pity those poor deprived children, she announced while dramatically unwrapping the $12,000 Patek Philippe watch that I had secretly purchased for David using catering profits. Our 10-year-old son Ethan overheard every poisonous word from the curved staircase landing above, his small freckled face visibly crumpling while Jenna's husband awkwardly tried changing the subject about football scores unsuccessfully. David finally glanced up from texting long enough to mutter that I needed to seriously lighten up before immediately returning to his screen. Lisa absolutely thrived on these meticulously orchestrated public executions, always appearing in rotating designer labels from Chanel to Gucci screaming old money while positioning herself as David's exciting work soulmate upgrade from boring predictable housewife me. She took complete control over our guest lists, dictated elaborate wine pairings imported from France, even rearranged my professionally designed $3,200 flower centerpieces from the top florist because they appeared too desperately country club wannabe. When I privately suggested scaling back these exhausting monthly spectacles because they genuinely stressed me out, David snapped irritably that Lisa genuinely made everything actually lively and sophisticated while I personally killed every sophisticated vibe. Everyone genuinely admired Lisa as the sparkling, irresistible new addition to our social circle. Her yoga-sculpted size 2 body, honey blonde balayage highlights from the top salon, designer handbags perfectly matching every single designer outfit rotation. David constantly referred to her openly as his brilliant work soulmate from corporate strategy, while routinely dismissing my highly successful Rachel's Catering Company as mere hobby baking for soccer moms, despite consistently generating 7-figure revenue with 60 full-time employees. But every single vicious calculated comment about my supposed dollar store tacky taste or Ethan's heartbreaking hand-me-down Christmas sweater from Goodwill forced me to physically bite the inside of my cheek until I tasted copper just to suppress the secret triumphant smile fighting to break free. Because while Lisa strutted triumphantly through my 7-bedroom $4.2 million mansion, casually rearranging my carefully curated $2.8 million modern art collection imported from Manhattan galleries and openly mocking every single wardrobe choice I made, I quietly held original notarized legal documents from my late father's downtown estate planning office that controlled infinitely more than seating charts, wine selections, or who controlled the AUX cord during dessert. Back then, with expensive Merlot rapidly soaking through my ruined dress while Lisa's triumphant mocking laughter reverberated through baccarat crystal glasses and silverware, I genuinely had no earthly idea someone would soon walk through my own gleaming marble front door carrying thick leather folders that would permanently dismantle their sickeningly perfect little 2-year affair right in front of every single so-called friend at that very table. The children's table needs actual mothers who know proper etiquette, not cleaning ladies in stained dresses. Lisa's voice sliced through our kitchen island Monday night, loud enough for Ethan and 3 other boys to hear while flipping pancakes for breakfast club. She physically dragged my wooden chair 6 inches sideways with her stiletto heel, making Ethan spill orange juice across his homework as 4 corporate wives pretended to check recipes on their phones. My stomach twisted violently while grabbing paper towels, feeling Ethan's confused stare burning into my back as whispers spread through our marble-floored breakfast nook. Tuesday carpool pickup brought fresh calculated cruelty under blazing suburban sunlight reflecting off 30 identical luxury SUVs. Lisa pulled her white Range Rover directly alongside my black Acura MDX in the circular driveway, lowering her window with perfect timing. Some women upgrade cars after marriage while others cling desperately to soccer mom minivans forever, she announced loud enough for 3 neighbors walking dogs to turn their heads completely. Ethan sank so low in his booster seat only his backpack remained visible while asking if our mom van embarrassed his friends now. I gripped the leather steering wheel until my diamond wedding ring dug crescents into my palm. Thursday night parents' wine night tested completely new lows inside our professionally decorated great room with $40,000 custom cabinetry gleaming. Lisa gathered 5 women around the island carrying my $2,000 bottle of Opus One while I refilled charcuterie boards nearby. Certain hostesses served Domino's pizza pretending it's gourmet while real women cater professionally, she declared while physically sweeping my homemade prosciutto platter toward the garbage disposal area. Ethan overheard from upstairs homework station, later refusing dinner claiming his friends called our food poor people snacks after hearing Lisa downstairs. My attorney James called Friday afternoon from his downtown high-rise office overlooking the city skyline and corporate headquarters. Your father's 2017 trust amendment confirms complete ownership of Bennett Corporate Holdings' 40% stake, he explained while sliding fresh documents across mahogany surface stamped with county seals. I photographed every page carefully before hiding originals inside locked bedroom safe behind shoeboxes while Ethan practiced piano nearby. James warned quietly that public reveal would trigger immediate SEC filings and hostile takeover battles. Lisa's weekend text blasts escalated through our neighborhood group chat with surgical precision and malice. She posted photos of David's new $95,000 Porsche 911 parked prominently in our four-car garage, captioned, "When men finally upgrade everything." Sunday brunch saw her whisper loudly to Jenna across my imported Italian espresso machine, "Rachel's coffee tastes like gas station swill naturally." Ethan stopped wanting friends over after hearing neighbors repeat Lisa's "cleaning lady caterer" nickname around community pool. Monday morning corporate wives meeting occurred inside my sunlit sunroom filled with $12,000 orchids imported from Thailand. Lisa controlled clipboard assignments wearing my missing cashmere throw blanket ironically draped over shoulders. Rachel handles floral arrangements since actual designers unavailable. She announced, crossing out my name from wine committee visibly while four women nodded agreement. Ethan burst through swinging doors crying that classmate called him pizza boy after hearing Lisa at carpool. That afternoon I visited father's old mahogany desk drawer downtown containing original 1989 incorporation papers establishing Bennett Holdings with my name listed as silent 42% shareholder beneath complex Delaware holding structures. Clerk handed certified copies sealed officially while explaining anonymous dividend routing through Cayman accounts for 34 consecutive years. Back home Ethan asked why locked briefcase stayed beside my bed constantly now. Corporate holiday party invitation arrived Tuesday evening printed on heavy linen stock listing Lisa prominently as David's executive partner, directly above my hosting credit buried in fine print. She texted group immediately, "Theme is black tie only, no Walmart clearance rack disappointments please." Ethan drew sad pictures of empty dinner tables asking why friends never came anymore since Fancy Lady arrived. David called Wednesday evening from corporate retreat golf course, voice slightly slurred over speakerphone connection. "Lisa makes everything fun while you stress constantly about nonsense," he explained, refusing to discuss her behavior patterns specifically at all. I hung up staring at Delaware Incorporation's seal glowing under desk lamp, realizing stakes exceeded dinner party humiliation exponentially now. By Thursday, neighborhood book club hosted inside my living room library with $80,000 first editions lining walls. Lisa arrived carrying my missing $1,600 bottle of 1985 Chateau Lafite Rothschild. Certain hostesses borrow without asking while class acts replace properly, she announced, pouring exclusively for her circle while excluding me deliberately from velvet seating arrangement. Ethan refused attending altogether, claiming mean wine lady scares him badly. Late Thursday night, after final wine glass clinking faded away completely, I discovered faded envelope marked Bennett Holdings Emergency Clause 2017 inside father's old leather briefcase containing override authority triggering immediate board control transfer. Heart pounded, recognizing power exceeded mere property ownership dramatically while staring at Ethan's sleeping face down hallway peacefully unaware. Back then, holding father's emergency override clause with my name circled in red ink deliberately, I still had no idea Lisa's desperation at upcoming corporate holiday gala would force confrontation sooner than planned originally, leaving entire executive board gasping at mahogany conference doors dramatically slamming open with Federal Express overnight documents. Friday night's corporate holiday gala filled our grand ballroom with crystal chandeliers glittering above 150 executives carrying champagne flutes under strategically placed corporate banners. Lisa seized the main stage microphone immediately after CEO's opening toast, her crimson gown shimmering dramatically. "Tonight we celebrate real contributors while acknowledging certain spouses drain resources without adding value," she proclaimed, staring directly through me while projector flashed vague team player metrics charts lacking specific names intentionally. Ethan clung tightly to my hand near dessert station as David high-fived her publicly from VIP table directly. Post-toast gauntlet formed near grand staircase where Lisa intercepted us, flanked by 3 board directors carrying identical leather-bound folders. Rachel Bennett represents everything wrong with corporate spouses: unproductive, entitled, constantly underfoot, she declared, handing typed memorandums citing my disruptive dinner party behavior patterns specifically documented across 3 pages. Chief Operating Officer nodded agreement while sipping 30-year-old scotch from Baccarat Crystal as neighboring executives captured every humiliating second through iPhone lenses discreetly positioned nearby. Saturday neighborhood Christmas market brought calculated escalation under twinkling market lights strung across Main Street cobblestones professionally. Lisa controlled hot chocolate station clipboard wearing festive reindeer sweater ironically purchased from my holiday catalog last season. Certain families receive community assistance while others actually fund holiday magic annually, she announced, blocking Ethan's access to free marshmallow toppings while 6 mothers nodded vigorously nearby. Neighbor Karen hesitated briefly before agreeing publicly while Ethan stared confused at empty paper cup clutched tightly within small frozen fingers. Sunday morning carpool line witnessed ultimate public cruelty under cold winter sunlight reflecting off fresh fallen snow blanketing circular driveways uniformly. Lisa positioned Range Rover perpendicular blocking exit completely while waving professionally printed petition through open window frame dramatically. Ethan cannot attend school events until family contributions normalize immediately, she declared to arriving luxury vehicles while 3 crossing guards pretended checking traffic patterns carefully elsewhere. Ethan sobbed uncontrollably within back seat, refusing booster seat entirely while neighbors filmed viral-worthy confrontation methodically through frosted windows. Monday morning boardroom consultation occurred inside sleek 32nd floor conference room overlooking corporate headquarters gleaming campus below city skyline. Attorney Whitaker spread satellite imagery across polished granite surface confirming Bennett estate encompassed factory complexes, distribution warehouses, and regional headquarters covering 12,000 contiguous acres strategically. 2017 override clause grants immediate voting control over 43% outstanding shares, he explained, highlighting notarized signatures bearing my name prominently beneath complex Delaware structures meticulously layered over decades carefully. Lisa's Tuesday email blast reached entire executive distribution list featuring side-by-side photos contrasting her charity gala gown against my Walmart clearance rack disaster from previous Friday pointedly. Corporate Wives Group chat exploded containing 37 forwarded messages analyzing my desperate clinging behavior patterns supposedly witnessed consistently across multiple social settings repeatedly. Ethan returned home crying after classmates repeated pizza caterer mom nickname circulating through third-grade WhatsApp groups aggressively. Wednesday afternoon Delaware corporate registry visit uncovered original 1989 incorporation documents establishing Bennett Industries listing silent 42% shareholder designation beneath labyrinthine holding company structures intentionally obfuscated through Cayman Islands routing systematically. County clerk photocopied 34 consecutive dividend statements routed anonymously through numbered Swiss accounts confirming $36 million annual passive revenue generation quietly supporting lifestyle choices deliberately hidden from social circles completely. Thursday Executive Committee leaked agenda confirmed Lisa pushing formal spousal conduct guidelines requiring productivity metrics from corporate wives specifically targeting dinner party hostesses failing sophistication benchmarks publicly established. David called from Miami Strategy Summit expressing mild concern regarding awkward neighborhood dynamics while refusing direct intervention specifically against Lisa's behavioral patterns professionally. Ethan constructed elaborate pillow fort barricade, refusing dinner entirely, claiming corporate wives scared him permanently now. Peak cruelty manifested Friday, pre-gala hospitality suite setup inside our $2.8 million wine cellar, climate controlled perfectly at 55 degrees, housing $97,000 bottle collection curated meticulously over 18 years personally. Lisa accidentally knocked over my 1992 Chateau Petrus bottle valued $87,000 onto concrete flooring, shattering instantly while laughing triumphantly, surrounded by sommelier team witnessing destruction firsthand dramatically. Certain hostesses serve boxed wine while real women appreciate fine vintages properly, she declared, sweeping glass shards toward industrial broom positioned nearby conveniently. Corporate holiday gala commenced Saturday evening, filling marble-floored ballroom capacity 300 VIP executives beneath soaring 30-foot ceilings, adorned crystal installations imported Milan design house exclusively. Lisa controlled center podium wearing my missing 18-carat diamond necklace, brazenly displayed above plunging neckline, strategically positioned for maximum visibility amongst board directors seated prominently. Ethan refused attending entirely, citing fancy wine ladies specifically, while I dressed alone upstairs contemplating locked mahogany briefcase containing father's emergency override documents glowing ominously beneath desk lamp strategically. Lisa whispered urgently throughout cocktail reception, coordinating board member signatures, supporting executive spouse productivity initiative requiring documented contributions exceeding $10,000 annually or immediate social exclusion from corporate events permanently. Executive assistant leaked confidential memo confirming vote scheduled Monday morning boardroom targeting 3 specific spouses, including myself, based upon gala weekend performance evaluations conducted secretly throughout various hospitality venues methodically. Final pressure peaked Sunday afternoon neighborhood progressive dinner, concluding inside our professionally staged living room library housing first edition collection valued $112,000, curated meticulously across decades personally. Lisa arrived carrying clipboard finalizing Maplewood Estates Social Standards Committee charter excluding families failing minimum contribution thresholds established arbitrarily week prior specifically. Ethan overheard upstairs requesting permanent relocation, citing inability, facing pretty mean ladies daily throughout community events continuously. I gathered witness affidavits from 4 long-term neighbors exhausted enduring Lisa's systematic dominance pattern spanning 36 consecutive months consistently across multiple venues strategically. Executive board whispers confirmed Monday termination vote targeting corporate spouses specifically, while corporate communications prepared press release announcing Family Values Realignment Initiative, prominently featuring Lisa's curated testimonials positioned strategically throughout internal distribution channels methodically. Ultimate gauntlet awaited Monday morning executive boardroom confrontation, where Lisa positioned center mahogany conference table flanked by husband David plus 3 allied directors carrying identical leather-bound resolutions demanding immediate compliance certification. I still had no idea what desperate final maneuver she planned executing during televised corporate address Tuesday morning broadcast, reaching 12,000 global employees simultaneously through multiple streaming platforms strategically positioned worldwide comprehensively. Monday morning executive boardroom loomed with mahogany conference table polished to mirror finish beneath crystal chandeliers imported from Milan design houses exclusively. Dawn telephone shattered silence brutally from corporate HR director voice trembling noticeably through landline connection. Mrs. Bennett, Ethan immediately prohibited attending company daycare pending spousal compliance certification required urgently. Administrator relayed, citing Lisa's personally filed formal complaint documentation spanning 12 consecutive pages meticulously. I dressed Ethan, carefully explaining temporary corporate vacation days ahead while fielding David's apologetic voicemail promising weekend intervention possibly occurring later maybe. Afternoon estate trust verification confirmed catastrophic financial dominance comprehensively across multiple asset classes strategically positioned globally. Father's holdings exceed $912 million liquid across diversified portfolios including Bennett Industries' controlling stake. Banker-verified printing consolidated statements reflecting 43% ownership certification officially notarized beneath Delaware corporate seals prominently displayed clearly. Moral hesitation gripped viewing incomprehensible balances against Ethan's innocent classmate queries regarding fancy wine ladies dominating neighborhood gossip circuits relentlessly circulating currently. Lisa's peak arrogance materialized Tuesday afternoon Whole Foods parking lot confrontation under harsh fluorescent lot lighting casting long dramatic shadows across asphalt surface professionally. She accelerated white Range Rover directly toward my Acura positioning dangerously close while yelling through open window frame aggressively. Public assistance programs await desperate corporate wives clinging unsuccessfully to lifestyles exceeding capabilities dramatically, she screamed while 3 witnesses captured viral confrontation footage methodically through iPhone cameras positioned strategically nearby capturing every humiliating second comprehensively. Evening corporate wives' texts warned urgently regarding Lisa's guaranteed Tuesday board motion passage predicting absolute certainty confidently. Wednesday family brunch tested internal resolve severely against pristine white marble kitchen island gleaming professionally. David arrived offering token mediation gestures while eyeing locked mahogany briefcase warily positioned conspicuously nearby strategically. Abandon corporate warfare immediately since Lisa genuinely untouchable through board alliances, he urged persuasively over imported French crepes while Ethan constructed elaborate Lego barricades nearby defensively. I countered methodically explaining certain protections outweighed temporary social comfort considerations significantly across multiple dimensions strategically considered carefully. Thursday neighborhood progressive dinner amplified systematic siege conducted methodically throughout multiple venue rotations professionally orchestrated. Lisa cornered post-dessert strategically within formal living room library housing first edition collection valued $112,000 curated meticulously. Resign corporate spouse privileges immediately or face permanent executive family exclusion enacted formally. She demanded flashing leather-bound petition containing 47 executive signatures strategically collected throughout cocktail circuit receptions methodically. Neighbor Sarah intervened hesitantly suggesting de-escalation possibilities existing potentially. Lisa dismissed completely overriding objections systematically. Final Friday morning preparation consumed high-rise corporate attorney office overlooking gleaming corporate campus headquarters sprawling impressively beneath city skyline dramatically. Whitaker arrived carrying Italian leather portfolio clicking authoritatively against polished granite conference surface strategically. Shareholder override notice prepared confirming 1989 incorporation documents establishing Bennett Industries listing silent 43% ownership designation beneath labyrinthine holding structures. He rehearsed step-by-step reveal sequencing methodically while I practiced delivery stealing against inevitable fallout consequences comprehensively anticipated thoroughly. Board meeting Eve delivered Lisa's calculated masterstroke through corporate-wide email blast announcing Executive Family Values Realignment Initiative requiring documented contributions exceeding $25,000 annually across multiple verified categories established arbitrarily targeting 3 specific spouses prominently including myself specifically. Attached photographic evidence displayed Ethan's empty daycare cubby mocked cruelly with "contribute or consequences" caption superimposed professionally across corporate communications platforms reaching 12,000 global employees simultaneously strategically. Ethical conflict peaked dramatically viewing Ethan's sleeping face illuminated softly through nursery nightlight casting gentle shadows across peaceful features undisturbed temporarily. Destroying Lisa risked destabilizing 300 executive families professionally connected through corporate ecosystems spanning multiple continents strategically, yet accumulated scars penetrated deeper, transcending mere paperwork considerations, fundamentally affecting family stability permanently across generational timelines. Methodically, Dawn corporate espresso ritual beside father's original 1989 incorporation ledger crystallized irrevocable decision forming resolutely within quiet kitchen illuminated strategically. I will execute revelation before entire executive board assembled completely, whispered resolutely towards silent granite countertop reflecting determination etched permanently across facial features transformed radically overnight decisively. Mahogany briefcase containing override documents glowed ominously beneath pendant lighting strategically positioned highlighting Delaware corporate seals prominently displayed authoritatively. David telephoned mid-morning corporate strategy session expressing sudden concern regarding potentially career-ending neighborhood dynamics escalation patterns while refusing direct confrontation against Lisa's behavioral dominance professionally entrenched systematically throughout board alliances strategically. Corporate Communications Department prepared press release announcing Family Contribution Guidelines implementation, featuring Lisa prominently positioned strategically throughout internal distribution channels reaching global employee base comprehensively through multiple streaming platforms methodically orchestrated professionally. Neighbor Witness Coalition expanded containing 7 long-term Maplewood Estates residents exhausted enduring Lisa's systematic social engineering spanning 48 consecutive months consistently across multiple venue rotations strategically documented thoroughly through time-stamped affidavits professionally notarized officially. Executive Board confirmed Monday shareholder vote targeting spousal exclusion protocols immediately while corporate media relations scheduled Tuesday televised address broadcasting live reaching 12,000 stakeholders simultaneously across global platforms strategically positioned worldwide comprehensively. Moral Crossroads intensified Thursday evening final neighborhood cocktail reception concluding inside our professionally staged formal living room library housing curated first edition collection spanning 3 centuries meticulously. Lisa arrived clutching final signature petition establishing Maplewood Estates Social Excellence Charter excluding families failing minimum contribution thresholds exceeding $50,000 annually verified professionally through third-party accounting services contracted specifically targeting underperformers systematically. Ethan overheard upstairs requesting immediate family relocation citing permanent inability confronting corporate wine bullies dominating community landscape relentlessly throughout daily interactions continuously. Ultimate preparation finalized Friday afternoon corporate attorney war room containing satellite imagery overlays confirming Bennett Estate encompassed factory complexes, regional distribution centers, corporate headquarters, private airport facilities covering 18,000 contiguous acres strategically positioned globally dominating multiple industry verticals comprehensively. 43% voting control activates immediate board reconstitution authority. Whitaker confirmed rehearsing verbatim reveal language methodically while projecting shareholder registry documents onto 72-inch plasma screen displaying ownership percentages graphically beneath Delaware corporate seal prominently featured authoritatively. Lisa circulated final executive petition Saturday morning neighborhood walking group demanding immediate compliance certification exceeding $75,000 thresholds annually across multiple verified categories established arbitrarily targeting remaining non-compliant corporate spouses systematically. Corporate wives whispered urgently throughout progressive dinner circuit warning Tuesday televised address would formalize permanent exclusion protocols broadcast reaching 12,000 global stakeholders simultaneously through corporate streaming platforms strategically positioned worldwide comprehensively. I didn't know entire executive boardroom filled capacity 300 stakeholders plus global livestream audience reaching 12,000 employees would soon hear crashing truths shattering Lisa's meticulously constructed social empire brick by brick through mahogany conference doors dramatically slamming open revealing Federal Express overnight documents bearing Delaware corporate seals prominently displayed authoritatively, before stunned corporate executives witnessing total power reversal. Unfolding methodically, grand ballroom doors burst open to capacity 300 executives clutching champagne flutes beneath soaring crystal chandeliers imported directly from Milan design houses exclusively worldwide. Lisa dominated solid mahogany podium immediately beneath massive corporate logo projected dramatically across 72-foot backdrop screen dominating wall space comprehensively. Rachel Bennett embodies corporate spousal failure completely, zero contributions, constant disruption, endless entitlement draining executive resources systematically. She thundered projecting my dinner party ledger overhead displaying productivity deficit in glaring scarlet letters spanning entire width prominently while Ethan gripped my hand tightly from shadowed VIP alcove discreetly positioned strategically nearby. David high-fived three board allies seated prominently at center table positioned authoritatively beneath corporate banner displaying mission statement glowing ominously. Testimony sequence commenced methodically featuring Lisa summoning 6 executive witnesses testifying vigorously throughout structured presentations delivered professionally. Spousal standards protect corporate culture investments strategically positioned globally, Chief Financial Officer affirmed confidently while CEO avoided direct eye contact methodically shuffling prepared statements carefully throughout proceedings conducted systematically. Lisa spotlighted ruthlessly demanding, Rachel, justify freeloading within executive ecosystem or depart corporate premises permanently immediately without fanfare ceremonially. Midway champagne recess fueled frantic iPhone networking throughout crystal glassware clinking rhythmically against corporate networking dynamics unfolding professionally. Permanent exclusion formality execution guaranteed completely, Lisa boasted confidently to assembled corporate wives refilling view Cliquot flutes from premium ice bucket stations positioned strategically throughout grand ballroom perimeter comprehensively. Ethan whispered desperately, Mommy please let's leave corporate party now immediately, while I squeezed reassuringly observing Lisa coordinating husband David high-fiving board chairman positioned prominently on stage dominating proceedings methodically. Reconvened assault peaked dramatically featuring expulsion packet presentation spanning 18 laminated pages flipped theatrically beneath stage lighting illuminating corporate insignia glowing strategically. Execute compliance certification immediately Orleans attach personal assets irrevocably spanning multiple jurisdictions globally. Lisa demanded sliding crystal encased resolutions microphone inches distant capturing every syllable broadcast reaching 12,000 global employees streaming simultaneously worldwide comprehensively. Executive board leaned collectively forward while iPhones captured comprehensive footage documenting every visible tremor meticulously throughout proceedings conducted professionally. I rose precisely according predetermined cue. Mahogany briefcase secured firmly beneath left arm strategically positioned visibly. Ownership clarification precedes corporate resolutions execution immediately without exception. Stated levelly extracting 1989 incorporation documents bearing Delaware corporate seal prominently displayed beneath fluorescent stage lighting illuminating signatures clearly worldwide. Gasps cascaded methodically laying shareholder registry mapping 43% ownership designation spanning Bennett Industries corporate structure beneath labyrinthine holding companies structured strategically across multiple offshore jurisdictions comprehensively. Corporate attorney Whitaker entered through gilded double doors precisely synchronized, Italian leather portfolio snapping authoritatively against polished travertine marble flooring echoing dramatically throughout capacity ballroom filled completely. Bennett Industries corporate headquarters, regional factories, distribution warehouses occupying 18,000 acres belong exclusively Rachel Bennett through 1989 silent shareholder designation maintained anonymously. Announced distributing certified photocopies row by row methodically while executive board scanned documentation frantically confirming ownership percentages graphically displayed prominently. Lisa Blanche dramatically clutching 18-carat diamond necklace pilfered deliberately from my vault disappearing mysteriously 3 months prior while directors poured desperate documentation confirming irrefutable corporate reality unfolding methodically. Secret detonated comprehensively revealing annual dividends exceeding $36 million routed anonymously through Cayman structures supporting lifestyle while maintaining corporate governance silence strategically spanning 36 consecutive fiscal years meticulously documented throughout. Main projector flipped instantly displaying federal tax records bearing Rachel Bennett's signature positioned prominently above corporate filings submitted annually without corporate knowledge deliberately obfuscated professionally. David collapsed dramatically into leather conference chair while Lisa's champagne flute slipped crashing spectacularly against travertine flooring shattering completely beneath stunned executive witnesses documenting meticulously through multiple camera angles strategically capturing comprehensive power reversal unfolding globally. Lisa lunged desperately toward mahogany podium microphone snatching violently while stammering frantically. Corporate forgeries obvious execution, deliberate shareholder manipulation warfare conducted systematically against executive leadership legitimately, voice quavering noticeably rifling pilfered documents desperately while hands visibly trembled uncontrollably throughout proceedings broadcast reaching 12,000 global stakeholders simultaneously worldwide comprehensively. Ballroom shock rippled outward dramatically featuring champagne glasses dropped shattering spectacularly. Directors frantically Googling Delaware corporate registry confirming parcel ownership percentages displayed graphically beneath federal tax filings prominently positioned strategically. Ethan Bean genuine smile witnessing corporate reckoning unfolding methodically while clutching retrieved corporate identity badge displaying silent shareholder. Designation recovered mysteriously from mahogany briefcase containing father's emergency override documents glowing ominously beneath stage lighting strategically illuminating Delaware corporate seal prominently featured authoritatively throughout global livestream dominating 12,000 viewer screens simultaneously worldwide. Comprehensively. But Lisa's final desperate maneuver shocked entire executive ballroom when she yanked executive podium microphone cord completely disconnecting live corporate feed broadcasting reaching 12,000 global stakeholders mid-revelation exposing deliberate corporate sabotage attempt documented comprehensively through backup streaming platforms strategically positioned worldwide capturing total power reversal. Unfolding methodically before stunned corporate executives witnessing complete empire. Dismantling brick by brick dramatically shareholder override executed pre-dawn Monday morning through Federal Express courier delivering mahogany presentation box containing Delaware corporate seals overnight directly to executive boardroom in transposition strategically. Mrs. Lisa Reynolds immediately relieved corporate spouse privileges permanently across all executive functions worldwide, Chief Legal Officer announced Tuesday via Certified Corporate Memorandum CCING 12,000 global employees simultaneously through multiple distribution channels strategically. Her reserved VIP ballroom table vanished instantly while personal assistant transferred mid-quarter corporate daycare facility abruptly citing family realignment protocols established formally through board resolution unanimously. Federal securities filings dominated Wall Street Journal headlines Wednesday morning spanning front-page coverage internationally. Silent shareholder seizes Bennett Industries control. 43% stake triggers immediate governance restructuring globally. Injunction screened across financial networks reaching institutional investors holding majority positions strategically. Lisa's husband David resigned board chairmanship amid forensic accounting audits exposing executive entertainment fund discrepancies totaling $872,000 routed suspiciously through Cayman structures coincidentally. Corporate viral videos documented 48-month systematic spousal domination patterns circulating aggressively throughout global employee networks comprehensively. Ethan's first unrestricted corporate daycare recess sparkled Thursday beneath new welcome banners featuring Bennett Family Foundation designation prominently displayed throughout facility professionally. Your mom owns corporate daycare building, totally awesome fact universally. Classmates cheered high-fiving freely while I observed smiling quietly from observation gallery position strategically overlooking playground activities comprehensively. Executive daycare tuition waived permanently lifetime while corporate board solicited expansion input personally through quarterly strategy sessions conducted methodically. Lisa sightings dwindled dramatically throughout corporate social circuits by Friday afternoon cocktail receptions professionally. Garage sale posting designer handbags 75% discount immediately. Neighbors forwarded iPhone snapshots capturing chaotic liquidation scene unfolding publicly. Executive ballroom seating emptied surrounding her former position strategically while CEO sermonized authentic leadership principles pointedly during quarterly address broadcast reaching 12,000 stakeholders simultaneously worldwide comprehensively. David telephoned contritely expressing profound professional apologies required immediately while committing doubled corporate family weekends scheduled promptly through calendar year strategically. Corporate status transformed seamlessly throughout multiple professional ecosystems spanning global operations professionally. Executive directors requested strategic input quarterly affecting facility expansions reaching 18,000 acres strategically while institutional banker elevated trust portfolios noting legacy governance secured definitively across jurisdictions worldwide comprehensively. Family evenings delivered tranquility finally featuring Ethan constructing corporate headquarters replicas proudly using corporate-branded Lego sets distributed through foundation programs established permanently. Father's foundational wisdom resonated purest throughout corporate wreckage aftermath methodically. Genuine authority endures silently awaiting singular justice moment transcending petty retaliation cycles fundamentally affecting generational wealth preservation strategically across multiple continents positioned globally comprehensively. Systematic domination patterns dissolve confronting irrefutable corporate registry documents patiently forged across 36 consecutive fiscal years meticulously documented throughout federal filings strategically. What hidden shareholder stake have you held silently while executives mocked relentlessly? Share corporate revenge stories below fueling community karma narratives universally. Subscribe weekly power reversals transforming workplace dynamics permanently worldwide.